Yo, what is up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the team of the season, Heung We're going to go through the card as details, stats, clips and summary. But before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below if you're going to be grabbing this card, if you can't afford it, and what your thoughts are on it. And now, let's get into the video. So guys, the team that I use, Heung, and I played him in the left mid spot in that 4-2-3 and I did try him up front for one game as well. And overall guys, my first impression of this card is an absolute demon. I absolutely love how well he plays, and for me guys, he was just absolutely phenomenal. Let's just get into the player himself though. Heung, 6 foot tall, high work rate, right footed, 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, 7 games played, 6 goals scored and 4 assists. Now guys, a few things to consider here. The first thing is that 7 games played is not true. I played a lot of these games in Foot Champs and was disconnected a couple of times as well. So I think it's actually 4 games, 6 goals and 4 assists. Those are the stats for him. The high work rates are fine guys. He's got great attack positioning and actually presses really up in the front. And actually guys, a few times he saved me defensively too. So I was really happy to have those work rates in there. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot is fantastic as well. Getting into the player details, I put an engine on him. That's the one I stuck with, and I think that it suits him the best given what it boosts on the player. We'll get into that straight away. The pros of this card, the speed is at a good level guys, and I think he is very quick. In terms of his shooting as well, all of that is fantastic. I really love how well he finishes the ball. His passing is really decent as well. The long pass is a little bit iffy, but it's okay, you can get away with it. And the dribbling is really good as well, with one key con in there too. Finally guys, the stamina is good enough to hold up with those high work rates. In terms of the cons of this card guys, the crossing on this card is okay. It could use a little bit of a boost, so that's where that comes in for the chemistry style. The long pass is a little bit iffy as we mentioned, so you do want to boost that a little bit as well. The balance is the only stat in the dribbling which is not above 90, so with the engine chemistry style it takes it above 90 and really does help him out as well in his dribbling. His dribbling is fantastic guys, so again, just adding more to how good this card is already. And guys, his strength and aggression are quite low as well, so he is easily pushed off the ball. But given how quick and technical he is, you're able to keep the ball away from your opponent. You'll be absolutely fine with this card. In terms of the traits, you've got the solid player trait, the finesse shot trait, long shot taker, and the speed dribbler trait. All lovely traits to have in a winger or a striker card. And now that we've covered that, let's get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into some of Heung clips, and what you guys are going to see is his general ability to play out wide and in that up front spot as well. I did play him at striker in one half as well, or a couple of halves, where I just wanted to try him out in that role and see how he did. And overall guys, I think this card is phenomenal, and we'll just get straight into it. Firstly, with his pace, he is very quick guys, as per usual with the Heung cards that tend to come out later in the year. He does have tremendous pace and ability, and that allows you to really just add a dimension to his game in terms of being able to travel past defenders quickly or link up quickly and create goal scoring opportunities for his teammates. The next thing we'll get into guys is his passing. Now again, his link up play is very good, and I do feel like that on top of his passing, the most important thing about this card is his crossing, and his crossing is really good guys. He doesn't struggle with putting in a good ball. He puts it on a plate most of the time for his teammates, and for me guys, that was absolutely brilliant because I could use him either as a winger when I needed to go to that kind of option, or I could use him as more of an inside forward when I needed to do that as well. So overall guys, I felt like I was able to do a lot with this card, just in terms of an attacking play. We'll get into his dribbling next guys, and his dribbling is really good as well, and I feel like he dribbled reasonably well, and that combined with his pace as well and his reasonable strength and physicality meant that he was really good in terms of just overall dribbling too. He was able to go between tight spaces, hold off defenders once he got in front of them, and just use his size as well. And it really is a bit of an anomaly because of his size guys. He's very big compared to a lot of these wingers, and therefore makes him a little stronger compared to the smaller fullbacks, and then is still quick enough to skip past those bigger ones like Kleiber there, making a fool out of him there and just getting past and getting opportunities on goal. The last thing we'll get into guys before we get into the physicality, and the last good thing about this card, which is his shooting. Now his shooting is good, although you guys have seen him miss a number of chances already. That is mostly down to me and how poor my finishing is. This card is an absolute demon finisher when you get him into the right spots and give him the right opportunities, he will score them. He does have that finesse shot trait as well, which you can really make use of and create easy opportunities with that as well. And overall guys, I would say that 10 times out of 10 when you put him on easy finishes, he's scoring them, and when you put him on more difficult finishes, that's where it really starts to tell, is that he's able to finish those ridiculous chances that when you just need a bit of magic from your player and you're not really feeling like you're getting a break in the game, he will pull that bit of magic off for you. I mean, sometimes he does miss the easy ones, but again guys, I put that down to my finishing rather than him. I really did feel like he was absolutely perfect when it came to his finishing for the most part. Getting into his physicality, guys, his physicality is also good. However, he is still weak. So going shoulder to shoulder with those bigger fullbacks is a bit more difficult. I do feel like you guys have to be quite careful in going shoulder to shoulder with, say, a Tavernier or a Kleiber, because he will struggle against those kind of players, and Babu, another one. However, like I said before, he does have the speed and the quickness to get away from them and create his opportunities. Now you guys are just seeing some of the finishes that he was sticking away from me. And overall, guys, I think, yes, they are easy, but some of them are just very good finishes as well. That one there into the side netting, a lovely finish there. And he makes beautiful runs as well, guys. Here again, picking up the right position and smashing it into the net there. And in this final clip, guys, more of the same. Just picking up the ball here from Roberto Carlos, and then we go at the defense. We try to create an opportunity with a little 1-2 here, cutting inside and then finishing it into the back of the net. So guys, getting into this final, Heung Son summary, 1.99 million on the PlayStation, 1701 on the Xbox, and 2.3 million on the PC. So guys, this is a very expensive card, very good card, but very expensive nonetheless. If we just get into the stats here, guys, of course the key pros of the card, that pace, the shooting as well is fantastic, the dribbling is fantastic, and I do actually think his passing range is good. You guys saw some long passes that he pulled off for me as well. So overall, guys, I do feel like this card performed reasonably well considering how much he was able to do and what he's able to do with the ball as well. In terms of chemistry style, guys, now the recommendation from a lot of people was to use the engine. I feel like it's a very good one for him. It does boost the only dribbling stat which really is lacking in this card, which is his balance. So if you do stick that on him, then all of a sudden it focuses towards his dribbling, boosts that balance up, gets that acceleration and sprint speed up, and then also helps out his passing. Now, the reason that that's so important, guys, especially on the balance element, is that it gives him that added what seems like strength. He's able to maintain himself on the ball a lot better. So actually, I do recommend the engine for you guys. It is probably the best one to go with. In terms of similar players, guys, this is going to be so tough because this card is absolutely fantastic. But again, something similar to Marcus Rashford, I think, is the best way to go with this card in terms of how well he plays. So quick, so capable on the wing, good at everything, technically capable. Brilliant card in all those aspects. In terms of linkability, guys, he's got no perfect links, but of course strong links to other Tottenham players such as Harry Kane, Tanguy Ndombele, Gareth Bale's Flashback, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura's for birthday. Loads of cards you can link him into there, guys, as well as weak links, of course, to some other South Korean players across the other leagues like the Bundesliga. So you've got some good options there like Hwang Hee-chan. Which leads me into the price comparison, guys. Now, this card is currently the third most expensive left wing on the game. He is above inform Neymar, Flashback Ribéry, Team of the Honorable Mention Mane, and he's just below Ronaldinho and Marcus Rashford. Do I feel like, guys, going off this, that he's worth that price? Now, for me, guys, obviously, to recommend a 2 million coin player, it has to be a serious player. This Heung Son is the best attacker I have used this year by far, and I've used a lot of great attackers, from Thierry Henry to Diego Maradona to Messi to CR7 to loads of special cards. I have used them all, guys. Not every single card, of course, but I've used a lot of cards. This card is an absolute demon in how good he is. He is one of the best cards I have used this year. His skill set is so complete. He is so good at everything, and I can't say it enough times. I genuinely do feel like that other than Marcus Rashford, who I haven't tried, and Ronaldinho, who I haven't tried as well, this is easily one of the best attackers in the game this year, and he will be for the rest of the game, of course, because after Team of the Season the game's pretty much done. But this card is really, really phenomenal. If I compare him to who my current left wing was or is, it's Foot Birthday Marco Reus, who I absolutely love. This Son is a different level to that Marco Reus. It's just like Reus, but souped up on every single level, and he definitely is fantastic. So my recommendation for this card, guys, is if you can buy this card, go ahead and buy it. It is one of those cards where it's just super expensive, but he is genuinely one of the best cards I've used this year, if not the best attacker I've used this year. I thoroughly enjoyed using him. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.